Hey, thank you for coming in and checking out part two of Trump's big, beautiful bill. It's, hey, the fireworks are going. We'll roll with it. But it's not the end of the world, right? There's a lot of fear mongering and a lot of, um, this is the end of America type talk going around. And the truth of it is, yes, this is going to be a big hit to America, and a lot of things are going to change. Um, Part of that is too is that we have to adapt with it. One thing that I find it for a lot of folks is we get used to, you know, we get set in our ways. We keep doing the things as we always have, and we're slow to adapt to change. Well, things are changing really fast now, and this bill here is proof of that. And we need to start taking precautions to take care of ourselves and take care of our loved ones and our families around us. And part of the game of life is amassing some wealth to be able to help the people that we care about. And so I'm going to give you a few things that will help. They won't fix, but are going to be ways that we can start offsetting and keep our momentum that we've built up over the past few years and keep growing, our pockets and becoming, more lucrative, having more money in our pockets at the end of the day. Of course, one thing that the Trump bill is going to do is it's going to give breaks to the rich, right? And so, where do the rich people very often tend to stack their money? Their money is not held, it's not coming to them through wages and jobs and things of that nature. Their money is coming to them through assets. So, some of you may be saying, I'm barely making it now. How am I going to get an asset? I hear you. We got some stuff for you too. Keep listening. But one thing that's going to be very important is just getting your cash flow from assets. So things like rental properties, owning stocks and bonds, having high yield savings accounts that are going to give you good returns on your money. Those are going to help to put money back in your pocket, and they're not going to be taxed at the same rate as your income is coming from your job. Another thing that's going to be very, very important, and it might be something new, especially if you earn a lower wage or middle income wage, is that doing some serious tax planning. Going to H&R Block at the end of the year, like that ain't going to cut it no more, right? We need to start planning now. Here, what are we? We're in July. We need to start planning in July for tax time in April, right? We need to give ourselves time to change our habits, to change our spending, and to let these tax breaks that are still available for us, go into effect and take advantage of them. Find a good tax attorney now. Now's their slow time. Now they're not busy. Now they're happy to talk to you. If you need recommendations, I'm personally in the Baltimore area. I know a few around the country, but I would be happy to recommend to you. Drop a note to me in the comments, and I will reach out to you and give you those resources. But definitely get hooked up with a good tax accountant. Another thing that's going to be very important is over the last 50, 60 years, we've kind of turned away from community. We've built up, these mini kingdoms, these little castles that we call homes that we live in. And we've stopped working collectively to do a lot of things. One thing that we're gonna need to change that in order to combat and survive this bill until we can get legislation to offset it, and start taking advantage of things that we can do collectively. Figure out a way to do a neighborhood child care. Think about if people need medical assistance in your neighborhood, working on ways to be able to find maybe a single care provider that everybody contributes to, instead of everybody having to go out and find their own individually. That gets very expensive. If one person is in the neighborhood and is covering, like, let's say, a mile radius, they can probably help everybody, opposed to having 15 people in the neighborhood that everybody's paying a full price for. We got to be smart about making our money go longer, right? Um, Other things that we're going to need to do is our side hustles. We're in an age right now where we're building more millionaires than we ever have. Uh, and largely it's due to people's side hustles. Things that you can do, you don't need anything more than your cell phone that you have. You don't necessarily even have to have a computer to build something that you're doing on the side. And turn that into wages. And guess what? That's a business. That's your start into entrepreneurship. That's your start into generational wealth. That's your start into economic independence. Turn those hustles and do them on paper, do them official. Get yourself an LLC, get yourself an S corporation, and now, oh wait, hold on a second. I'm buying stuff with tax-free money that I made. And I'm not having, and so that 30% that the government was taking, I'm not having to give them to, and I'm able to buy things that, I was buying with 66 cents on a dollar before. Very powerful for you in your success and your generational wealth. Stay tuned for more tips. Like, follow, and subscribe, and have a great 4th of July.